G'day guys, and welcome to episode 39, where tonight we'll be trying to figure out how to build this little tiny building hidden away behind the park in this area that not a lot of people really see when they walk past it, as it is pretty hidden, but I feel like I did a pretty good job in my mind of recreating it. It was pretty hard to recreate, as obviously it has these little kind of hangout sections and stuff like that, but I feel like we found a nice little balance between what works and what doesn't work. I hope you enjoyed last week's video. That was probably one of my favorite things to create, but as always, we move forwards onto the next thing, and I feel like the next couple of weeks is going to really steamroll ahead, as there's not really much to go when I really think about it. I've pretty much gone the opposite way to the chocolate factory that I said I was going to go, as I'm still just struggling for ideas with the chocolate factory, as it is just pretty much a plain building. But at the same time, I do see the chocolate factories at Universal Studios, and I think, why wouldn't have Movie World captivated on doing something like that? So I don't know whether I should recreate something at that length or just go for the normal size sort of building, but we'll see. That's obviously in a future video, and we'll focus on the now. So this part was hard to find a roofing piece which done this little bridge. It's like a little sort of walkway in between the two buildings, so you'll see me really struggle with trying to find stuff like windows right now which took me a long time to do. I think that's the hardest thing in this game, is windows. Like, I obviously understand that when you're creating a game, you don't think of everything and you can't cater to everyone's needs in this game, but some of the things that they put in here, they'll learn a lot, I think, before Planet Coaster 2. So we'll see what they do to improvise that, which we all know it's coming. Like, they couldn't just abandon Planet Coaster, as I don't know if you've had a look lately, but the community has been creating probably the best work they've created since the game came out. Like, it's so amazing to see what people are still building with this game. It's getting pretty old now. I think we're up to like 5 years now, 6 years, I'm not sure. I think it was 2016 that this game came out, but I'm still enjoying creating with it. I'm still enjoying building random ass stuff. Like, I love building stuff like this that makes me feel happy. So it's good to see that you are also enjoying this, and still coming back to support this each week. I know it's not like some people look at it and go, oh, you're only getting about like 50 views, 100 views on each video, and it's like, honestly, that's enough for me. Like, I'm very happy with that. I honestly thought no one would watch this, and I would just release this and I would spend 2 years of my life with no one watching. But we've pretty much created a little community of people that come back each week and have been following on since the start, whether you've jumped on since the beginning or you've come in late. Like, it's been amazing to watch. But as I always said, I'm very thankful for all your comments. I love reading them, I love replying to them, so keep them coming. Keep your ideas coming as well. Like, I know a lot of people say that they're trying to build stuff and they're not as confident, but like, if I've shown you anything from my builds, I'm not confident in anything. I build stuff, I delete it, I build stuff, I delete it. You're only seeing the finished product, essentially, of what I've spent hours designing, like trying to work out how to do stuff, and then obviously uploading it for you guys to see. But definitely tag your works down below, put them in the comments, so like everyone else that's a part of this little journey can have a look at your work as well, because it's definitely amazing to see what people can still make in this game. But back to this, as you can see, this is what I came up with for the little gazebo area. I couldn't find any roof pieces, so I don't know, I just went into this weird stage of, oh, I'll just build it myself. That'll work. That'll solve all my problems. Which, it's hard trying to build something like this that not a lot of people see. A lot of people walk past this area and don't really pay attention to it. They obviously know it's there and can see it's there, but I didn't know what what was in any of these buildings when I started researching them and looking into them and stuff like that. I knew they were there, but I didn't know they actually had restaurants and little areas in it. But that's fine. We'll move on with it and stuff like that. This part was hard to create because I didn't want to go. I had to be careful, I should say, because the Wild West area is coming up, so I had to take into account what I was going to use for that part of the park, because I didn't want to go and build all these Wild West buildings now, get to the Wild West area, and then we'd already created them buildings. So this was an interesting challenge to me to try and find a little balance in between them two sort of builds, but I feel like I landed on a nice little compromise between the both, and it came out pretty well. This base section, I've just been experimenting with pieces that I've never used before in the park. Like, you'll see a couple of times I'll go and look around the park and see what I've used, what I haven't used, because I didn't want any two buildings to look the same. I wanted everything to feel different, to look different, to be different, just to try to break it up, because I want, when you guys eventually get your hands on this, to be able to walk through a park and go, wow, like he really did try to make everything different, try to separate everything. I am starting to think this part of the park is my favourite part of the park, because when you see next week for obviously episode 40, where we attempt the tavern and finish that off, the way this area sits, I could legit just go and sit in there and enjoy this part of the park. But I'll save that for next week. Obviously I'm trying to plan that video out and having that video be as big as the 30th was, but yeah, we'll get to that when we get to it. I know I'm still talking past the outro, but enjoy yourselves. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. I'll cut myself off now. I'll go. Sorry for talking. I'll see you next time.